Welcome to Body Buddies, home of the Power Foods lifestyle. Take it one meal, one workout, one day at a time. And now, here's the founder of Body Buddies, Christy Joe.
Hi, Body Buddies. Welcome back to another episode of the Body Buddies podcast. This is episode number 175, Hypothyroidism and Weight Loss, a Case Study. In case we haven't met before, my name is Christy Joe. I am a mind and body strategist, teaching people how to bridge the gap between the science of optimality and the reality of our day-to-day lives and psychology. So if you're ready to blast through brain fog, experience more natural energy, see some muscle definition, gain a more healthy relationship with your body and food, and finally know what to do and have confidence in that, then come join the family. You can find Body Buddies on Facebook as Body Buddies or on Instagram under BodBuds, BODBUDS. So if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. You're going to get weekly podcast episodes about the hot topics of nutrition, fitness, and mindset, and everything you need to know in order to think differently and become a strategist of your own health, your body, your genetics, your body composition. You can start your journey today by heading over to powerfoodslifestyle.com. That's where you're going to get the starter kit. That's my paperback book, the digital audio version. So you can download those files and listen to me read you the book, whether you're driving, listening while you're doing dishes, your hair, your makeup, whatever. And you're going to get my 3 recipe books, PDF printable downloads. I have videos of the best way to do that and get your 3-ring binder and put that in your Body Buddies binder because you do need to print those yourself. Unfortunately, we are still a small company, so that's we do not do printed recipe books. We get emails frequently about this, and I understand it's frustrating, but if you would love to back us on that, I am happy to take on an investor with that. You can contact me at christyjoe@body-buddies.com. So the starter kit's also going to get you 6 sample fat loss plans for women, the grocery store shopping list, the Power Foods list, and the food prep planning guide. Now, we are talking about hypothyroidism nutrition. Many of you are here and you're listening to this because you found me through my viral grocery store shopping video that I did in 2016, and it just went pew, because most people were telling me, they'd message me and say, everywhere on the internet, people are saying what not to do, but nobody's telling us what to do. And you're the first video and first information I did, and I've just been so grateful. And it's been wonderful to work with so many of you since that time and really open up this branch of Body Buddies for those of you experiencing underactive thyroid or partial or full thyroid removal or Hashimoto's and even hyperthyroidism. Absolutely, many of the same principles apply. And so the best place for you to get started, if you have not yet already downloaded my freebie info pack for hypothyroidism, please pause this podcast and go get this right now. You're going to go to hypothyroidismnutrition.com. Okay. All right. So without any further ado, I'd like to share with you this case study. It's an interview that I had with Cheryl, who is from California, and she is going to share with us how she lost 25 pounds in only 8 weeks with the Power Foods lifestyle. I'm going to ask her what she was doing before, what changed for her. She's going to tell you how she was feeling, all the different conditions she was facing. It's really an inspirational story, and you're going to be inspired if you're dealing with hypothyroidism, if you're experiencing that weight gain, that brain fog. Everybody is different, and I'm not here to be like all sensationalist. I'm here as a realist. I'm a strategist. I'm here to help you figure this out. But here at Power Foods Lifestyle, we have some pretty incredible strategies that are getting results. So please listen with an open mind and heart, take some notes, and when you're ready to start your journey, just start. Okay, you can get the starter kit, you can do the academy, or you can come join Body Buddies World, or of course you could do my high-level coaching. I'll talk more about those options after this interview, so now let's hear from Cheryl.
Cheryl, well, I'm excited to talk with you about your experience with the Power Foods lifestyle and the fact that you have experienced hypothyroidism as well. So give us a little overview of what life was like for you before you found the Power Foods lifestyle.
Well, for me, it was energy, and I felt tired and drained a lot, and I didn't really want to do a lot of stuff, like daily chores, and I just wanted to sleep, and basically, I just didn't feel very, very healthy. I had endometriosis and a lot of IBS symptoms, and of course the hypothyroid. So a lot of those symptoms kind of came together as one.
Right.
And so it seems like I just was like, I was overwhelmed with something needed to change.
Yeah. How was your eating and your exercise then? And give us, like, your how old, do you mind saying?
I know, it's totally fine. I am 48, and
okay.
before I started the PFL lifestyle, I would be a 3-meal-a-day person with a snack in the afternoon, with it being either a chips or a granola bar. I mean, I've always tried to eat healthy, but I've always been 3 meals a day, and always still felt hungry. And so I would have a potato or a starch with dinner. I would have like a deli sandwich for lunch, and I would pretty much do oatmeal for breakfast. But I always ate like large portions three times a day.
Okay, so that gives us a little understanding of higher carbohydrates, not as much protein.
Definitely.
Were you eating healthy fats at that time that you can think of, and now in your new knowledge?
Actually, I've been a cheese girl, and so and I always loved olives. So yes, I was eating those healthy fats, but I was combining them with a lot of carbs and stuff. And so I just didn't really pay attention to when I just eat it.
Yeah. So then what was it about the Power Food lifestyle that drew you in and made you trust me or the philosophy or anything to say, I'm going to give this a shot?
Well, I always have read, like in the diet world and even on Facebook, they say foods to avoid. I'm like, okay, well, I know that. And so I saw this post being shared on Facebook of yours that says hypothyroidism, foods you should be eating. And so that's what drew me in, is because you can tell me all day long what not to eat, but what to eat is what's really important for me, is because I would go to the grocery store and I'd feel overwhelmed. And it's like, what's healthy? What's not healthy? And so your video, that one that says, come shopping with me.
It was the grocery store. I looked like such a dork in that.
You had your hat on, and you were so cute. And so,
you're so nice.
I mean, it really, that is what drew me in on what I should be eating. And your list that said, and all your free stuff that said power foods for hypothyroidism, things you should be eating. And so I was like, okay, well, majority of those foods I already eat, and I have a lot of allergies to foods, a lot. So a lot of these foods that are on your list are for the proteins, veggies, carbs, and fats, are all the stuff I can eat. Wow. And so I was very excited. I mean, there's some things I just kind of marked off that I can't eat, and so it was very simple for me. And maybe for some might be really boring, but for me, I was excited.
Yeah, well, it seems like what it did for you is give you a clear-cut path and make things just simple and systematic rather than this eternal guessing game that I think a lot of people are stuck in.
Yes, exactly.
That's cool. I love that. It makes me so happy. So then you kind of dabbled a little bit. You started learning. Eventually, you started reading the book. You did one of my challenges, and you experienced quite a transformation. Why don't you tell us about what your body did as you really jumped in and began applying these strategies?
Well, my body adjusted very well because I did the 5 to 6 meals a day with the foods that I had from your list. When I started reading your book, I dabbled in trying to do the 5 to 6 meals a day, but it was really hard, and I didn't really adapt to it until the 8-week challenge, and that's when I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I have to do this. And then I really didn't notice it. My husband kind of told me that it was, starting to look and feel different. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, you're kind of right. So 3 meals a day had to go. That's one of the things that I knew that I had to not do. And plus my blood sugar levels, I would get really low. And that was one of the things that I noticed is by the time it became 2.5 hours or 3 hours, I was like, oh, I get to eat again. And it kept my energy level stabilized.
Yeah. How many pounds did you end up losing?
25 pounds.
Over the course of how, was that the 8 weeks, or was that over a greater period of time?
No, that was basically the 8 weeks. And the other thing that really helped me was the CrossFit. I did the boot camp originally, and I didn't really start to dabble in the changing the way I eat. So it really still didn't really make a difference. I still didn't lose that. I may have been gaining body muscle, but not realizing it. But I really started taking a notice when I started the CrossFit and the PFL together. That's when I started.
Powerhouse for your body.
Yes. And those two hand in hand kind of just really did it for me. Plus cutting out all of the processed foods, fast foods. No more sour cream on my potatoes, sour cream butter on my potatoes. Stuff like that.
So how did you handle, though? Because it's quite a significant change that you made, and I know a lot of people it feels so like you're kissing your old self goodbye, and it's hard and it's scary, and making those changes, it's hard. What really motivated you to do it and to say, this change is good?
Well, for me, it was my health. I just felt like my health was deteriorating. I had the endometriosis, so I had my ovary and my uterus removed, and my stomach was just getting more bloated after the surgery, and then I had appendicitis, and so I'm like, okay, my stomach's still bloated. Something's going on. And I had a colonoscopy and just lower abdominal pain. And I just told my husband, I said, I got to do this. I have to see if it's going to help. I have to see. I have to try something. And eating smaller meals just sounded better to me instead of 3 big meals, because I would always feel bloated after I ate. And it just wasn't working. So I just told my husband, I bit the bullet. I just joined
this necessity, right?
yeah. And I look back on myself, and my stomach I don't look 3 months pregnant anymore, and I don't have any lower abdominal pain anymore. So for me, going back to that lifestyle is just not an option, because I know once I start falling back into that way of eating again, I can, since I am 48, your body, with the hypothyroidism, your body just can easily shut down on you again.
Right.
If you go back to that way of eating.
Did anything change in your dosage of your medication, or has that just been consistent and you just simply experienced, good results of energy?
No, my medication stayed the same.
Okay.
The one thing that has changed, and I don't know if because I am partial hysterectomy, I've noticed body sweat, a lot of body sweat. And I used to be always cold, and now I'm not. Now I have the excessive sweating, and so I did the thyroid testing with my doctor, and he says everything is fine. So I could be just going into early menopause. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm putting it off to. I still trying to find out that where I stand with that. And I went down to 2 carbs a day.
Okay.
Per your suggestion. And so I'm still teeter-totting, trying to figure out if that's working.
Yeah. Now, on a side note, just because you made that reference, I actually was reading in my studies this morning as I'm really just involved in the hypothyroidism study and the connection and what these doctors are missing. Mm-hmm. It was discussed the connection between the adrenal gland performance and oftentimes that sweating in conjunction with the type of medication you're on. So if you don't mind, are you on a synthetic or are you on a desiccated hormone currently?
The Levo.
Okay.
Levothyroid,
okay.
And 88 microcuries.
Okay.
And I've been on that dosing for maybe 30 years now.
Okay.
Maybe,
so what I'd be curious, just for you to think about, and for anyone listening to this to think about as well, because there's really no one answer for any individual, but it's always just having some questions in your arsenal to take back to the doctor. So number one question would be, are they only testing free TSH? Or are they doing a T3 panel? Because we're finding most doctors are not running the T3 test, and that will tell us a lot more, as well as antibodies.
Okay. Yeah,
and
he only did a TSH.
Okay, yeah, because oftentimes they'll just look at that and then give a dosage. But if your body is not converting T4 into T3, that's a problem, and only the T3 test will reveal that. The second thing is doing an adrenal test, which it's a saliva test to check the cortisol production, because whether you're super high or super low would probably be the number one reason for the sweat. And so, some of the treatment for those things, I'll just tell you just in case, some of our natural approaches, which is all I do, I'm not a medical professional, but there's natural gentle supplements, things like ashwagandha, licorice root, selenium, things that we can start making sure we're taking just to help our adrenal glands function their best. But then also it's really just looking at our lives and saying, am I doing all in my power to, number one, sleep enough, sleep well, control the stress in my life, and, allow myself some downtime, both physically and mentally. So those would be some of the things just to also consider, but I don't doubt there is also a correlation with the, partial hysterectomy. So just some things to think about as well, and, just always exploring, always asking questions. And, gosh, I feel like every day I know more than the day I did, yesterday. And so let's definitely stay connected, because as I hear more, I'm definitely loving to share.
I just started the Venut. I just got those in the mail yesterday.
The Brazil nut.
Yes, I ate my three.
Great job.
I just started those today, so we'll see if that makes a difference.
Okay. Oh, that makes me so happy. So as far as your plan to continue moving forward, it seems to me you've experienced the power that real nutrition and strategy in doing so makes in your life. And, so how do you move forward, and how do you still enjoy your life? I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, well, gosh, what about the cupcakes and the cookies and the holiday treats? What do you do about those?
So a perfect example is we had someone bring in some fabulous donuts from this bakery in Napa, California. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just try a bite. So instead of taking a whole donut, I just tried one little sliver of it. And so that's kind of how I go about with the craving. It's not even a craving. It's just in my mindset, I know that I can't have that whole donut. I don't want that whole donut, but I'm really anxious to try it. And same thing with like a candy bar. I went for a whole Hershey's bar, but I knew that the sugar and the carbs behind it would not be, my body wouldn't like it anymore. So I went with a small Hershey's Kiss to just kind of, because if I deprive myself of something, I'm going to want it more. I'm going to I can't get it out of my mind. So I just do small portions. And it's so far, that's not hurt me. It's not hurt me at all. Yeah. And I haven't felt the need to.
Consistent.
Yes. Yeah. So I know I can't live my life without something, following this. So I do treat myself to something once in a while, and it's small doses, and it seems to work.
Good. And I love that. And because it's about being perfect, and it's not about, there is no such thing as perfect.
No.
But looking at fueling ourselves with our baseline foods and then being very wise about what we add to it. But that's, the power of knowing what to do. And I appreciate you sharing your story and hoping that it'll inspire somebody else out there to take that step. And it's scary when you're going to make some change, but having confidence that it is so worth it. So, Cheryl, give us any last motivational thoughts, for anyone who's on the fence still. What would you love to tell them?
I would just try to tell them to try to stay focused. Especially for people that are doing it for hypothyroidism, is to take your list and just adapt your lifestyle around that list, and because it really works. It really works. And just to keep your body moving, definitely keep your body moving, and to get up, and because for me, I think that's what really worked, is keeping, even if it's only for a half hour or an hour, go for a hike or go for a walk around the block, or and eating right. It's just to stay focused, keep your body moving, and it does make a difference. It really does. Thank you for everything.
Thanks so much for listening to this interview. I'd like to now walk you through the journey of becoming a body buddy and working with me to reach your best self, to feel alive, to feel wonderful, to feel clear in your head, no headaches, clear digestion, you're going to the bathroom regularly, you're getting rid of that extra body fat, you're feeling trim, you're feeling tight, you're feeling just wonderful again. That's our goal. And so whatever path is right for you, that's what path I encourage you to take. Sometimes that does mean we need to invest, but I have made lots of different levels available for you. So I will start at the lowest cost option. So this is $37. This is the Power Foods Lifestyle Starter Kit, which you can get at powerfoodslifestyle.com. By the way, if you ever can't remember a link or find it, just send me a private message on Facebook, and I am really good about answering Facebook messages. Instagram, not as quick. Facebook, you got me within a few hours. So powerfoodslifestyle.com, you're going to get the paperback book, audio files of the book, printable recipe books. That's 150 plus of my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, shakes. So easy, simple ingredients. They make this lifestyle very doable and enjoyable because you're not just eating, chicken, broccoli, and rice. That's the comment I get from people all the time. They're like, my friends are over there eating this blah food, and I'm over here like PFL, baby. And I love that. You'll also get the Power Foods list. You'll get the top 4 nutrition training videos for the Power Foods lifestyle as a bonus purchase as well. So that's the best place to get started and get directed on your journey. Now, the Power Foods lifestyle book is the science and the explanation of why the lifestyle works. So it's not that you have to read the book, but oftentimes education is the power of motivation. When you're ready for the next level and you want to have me help you baby step your way into learning, and not just learning, but applying and gaining confidence in yourself, then the Power Foods Lifestyle Academy is for you. This will help you to stop dieting and start fueling your body with real food. It will be easier than ever with the Power Foods Lifestyle Academy. Right now, early bird pricing is going on through December 31st, and then prices will be normally priced until the doors close on January 13th. I will not take latecomers. Those doors, once they close, will not open again until the summer. So if you are wanting to learn, if you want this 12-week video education course, you want proper education on how nutrition actually works, I'm going to give you weekly assignments and tasks to help you apply what you learn, recipes, templates, guides, and charts. I'm going to help you feel confident and trust yourself again. You're going to learn what's best for your body, your genetics, your emotions, and your goals. You will learn how to treat root causes, not treat symptoms. It's time to shed that body fat without dieting. So this is a course, it's education. You will be logging on to your desktop, laptop, or tablet each week to complete your lessons. Once you've done the video lessons, you'll then go and do the assignments, and they will be little challenges. It's not like, oh, print the meal plan, follow the meal plan. No, that's the complete opposite of how the Power Foods Lifestyle Academy was designed. By the end of your 12 weeks, you are going to feel incredible. You're not going to kiss any foods goodbye during this 12 weeks. You're going to be learning how to step into a higher level of living. You're not going to feel like a failure. You're going to be told it's okay to mess up, to eat the cookie, but you're also going to get taught how to not get down on yourself and how to get back up and keep going. You will feel accepted, no shame, and you're going to be encouraged to just keep going. It's going to be amazing. So you can learn more and get signed up at powerfoodslifestyle.com/enroll. Now you can upgrade to the VIP coaching, which is where you will spend 30 minutes with me each week on a video call going over questions or personable application. So that is an option for the Academy, but the base price, early bird pricing, is a one-time payment of $267, or if you would like the payment plan, it's $49.50 every 2 weeks on an automatic draft for how many payments? 6 payments. So that comes out to be $300. So if you do the one-time payment, you will be saving $33. Now the VIP coaching upgrade, you can learn how much that is by going directly to powerfoodslifestyle.com/enroll. Now, if you are hearing this and you've missed the deadline for the Academy, the next best place is to get under my wing in Body Buddies World. This is for females only, where we are doing weight loss meal plans, body sculpting workout plans, and online accountability for those women who truly want to make a lifestyle change. So this isn't so much of the education as this is more of the here's how to do it, what to do, let's go. And so pricing starts at only $19 a month. I have different levels, whether you want just fitness access, maybe you want just nutrition access, or if you want full access, it's $39 a month. There are 7-day free trials, and of course you can upgrade to the $109 a month program, which is a monthly 45-minute personalized, customized coaching session with me on Facebook Messenger video, where we can customize anything, answer every question you have, your specifics, how to apply the plans to you, help you get through the obstacles in your specific life. You're gonna love this. Every month I do a live masterclass training with all of the members' questions and answers. We have a private Facebook group for daily discussions. Our members are so wonderful, so uplifting, so positive. So if you feel like this is a good fit for you, of course, there's no obligation. $0 cancellation fees. You can cancel anytime. All you got to do is send an email to my team, and they will cancel your contract right there. And well, it's not even a contract, it's month to month. Like you're in there for as long as you need. If you need to quit for a season, come back, that's perfectly fine. So go to bodybuddiesworld.com. Just for the record, buddies is spelled Buddies and then world.com. Last but not least is my high-level coaching. Now, not many people feel like this is in their ballpark of affordability. However, we do accept PayPal credit. And so if this is in the works for you, you are just like sick and tired of like wasting time trying to figure it out, and you're just like, Christy, take me by two hands, hold my face between your hands and tell me exactly what to do and keep me going, then this is for you. So go to body-buddies.com/coaching, and there I have videos that explain my whole process and the system of working with clients that has been so successful over the years. This includes doing a monthly strategy session where we spend 90 minutes together online. We're going to discuss all of the obstacles holding you back, your schedule, your food preferences, what's going on in your time, your work, everything. So we're going to strategize in terms of number of meals per day. What are your total macros? What style of eating, what nutrition strategy? Are we going to do dropped carbs, carb cycling, keto? Are we going to do high carb? Are we going to do, any possible one of our strategies we're going to be applying? And then you'll get my personally written, customized nutrition and fitness plan for that month. Then we'll do weekly accountability audio follow-ups. My clients love this. This is where they submit on Sunday their accountability form. It's you have to fill it out. You're going to tell me everything from how many bowel movements you're having, to your triumphs, to your obstacles, what's holding you back, to what's going well. You're going to rate yourself on your compliance level. You're going to tell me what's like on your mind. You're going to tell me a lot of things so that I, on the following day, send you an audio recording just like this, where I'm talking specifically to you about those things you brought up. And I will coach you through the getting back up or refocusing or solutions or answers to your questions. And you can listen to this anytime. I email it to you. So clients really love the weekly accountability. Next is the coaching sessions, and this is the highest level. So to get all of those, that's the highest level of working with me. So in addition to the strategy session and weekly accountability and email support and coaching calls, 45 minutes per week, I mean, that's where we really get into psychology and we work through psychological blocks. That's where we do a lot of mental, spiritual, and emotional stuff. You don't need to do that high level. If you feel like, you're pretty good on that level and it's just truly nutrition you need, then you don't need to get the highest level of coaching. Honestly, you'll be just fine even if you just get the bronze package, which is the monthly strategy session, the customized plans, and then each week we just have a quick little email check-in to answer any questions you have coming up. Many of my clients are doing the bronze program, and then they're joining Body Buddies World, so they get the interaction with all the other women and that support, and they can ask me questions like every single day, but they really love that customized plan. So with that said, that's over at body-buddies.com/coaching. I hope this helps you decide what the best approach is for you. It's one of those 4 options: the starter kit, the academy, Body Buddies World, or high level coaching. Otherwise, I just welcome you to absorb my free content here on the podcast, on my YouTube channel, and of course all of my Facebook Live videos. Thank you so much for being here. I support you. I encourage you. I want you to feel better and get to solutions. Let's stop the struggle and truly think, can I afford not to make these changes? It's up to you, my friend. Power your body, one meal, one workout, one day at a time.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on iTunes. You can learn more about Body Buddies and Power Foods Lifestyle by going to www.body-buddies.com, BODY-BUDDIES.com, and powerfoodslifestyle.com. That's www.POWERFOODS-lifestyle.com.
Information in this episode is provided for informational purposes and is not meant to substitute the advice provided by your own physician or other medical professional. Information and statements regarding dietary supplements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.